Naomi, it's been such a busy week for you. Uh, how have you been able to balance your social consciousness with competing, particularly during a U.S. Open like this?
Um, so it kind of lagged, but I'm just gonna answer what I guess your question was. I think for me, it's just whenever I step on the court, I don't think about anything but the match. So any off court things, of course, it's a great motivation for me to want to do well this tournament. But for the most part, I feel like I've been in quarantine and practicing so long that I don't know, I prefer to play matches. So for me, I just think about what I could do to make myself a better player and what I can do to win the match at the time.
Okay.
Thank you, Naomi. Second question will be Bill from Inside Tennis. Bill, you're on live with Naomi.
Hi, Naomi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. Congrats on the win, and thanks so much for your leadership. Hey, listen, I want to ask you a little bit of a challenging question, and you don't have to answer it, but I'd like to ask you. My question is, we all know that any unjust death is unacceptable and wretched. Yet still, Elijah McLean was such a sweet and pure guy. I mean, he played his violin for shelter animals. And before his death, he told police, I'm an introvert. I'm just different. I wouldn't kill a fly. You brought his name to an international audience today. If you wouldn't mind, could you just share some of your feelings about that extraordinary guy?
Yeah. It's not really a difficult question, so it's okay. Um, for me, I think when I heard about his story, it was very hurtful. I mean, they're all very hurtful, but just the fact, like the character and the way that he was, and just to hear stories about him, um, for me, it was very sad. And I think that this was a bit different because no one can really paint the narrative that he was a bad guy because they had, so many stories and so many like warm-hearted things to say about him. So I don't know. I feel like
Mhm.
I still don't think his name is very put out there compared to like
Right.
George Floyd or Breonna Taylor. So for me, today was very special in the way that I wanted to represent him very well.
Absolutely. He's a special guy. Thank you, Naomi. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, Bill. Naomi, if you could look to the screen to your left, the blue screen to your left, we have a question from Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. There aren't fans at your matches, but you do have them on social media for your game and your efforts for racial justice. What does having that mean to your spirit on and off the court?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think there's this saying that, like, sometimes, the people, I'm just making this up. I'm not sure if it's a saying, but basically, like, they're not with me, but I feel their spirit. And I know that, of course, the matches are being televised, and of course, there are people that are cheering for me well, I hope they're cheering for me, but from faraway places. So yeah, I think I definitely feel the positive energy.
Thank you. Uh, in the panel in front of you, we will go live to Courtney from the USTA. Courtney, you are live with, WTA, my apologies. Naomi, you are live. Excuse me. Courtney, you are live
I was
with
like,
Naomi.
she
Thank you.
changed positions.
I had no idea. I haven't put out any job applications recently. But Naomi, can you just talk about the match tonight? You said you're excited to play against another player who plays first strike tennis. And when you walked out and we saw the strapping, there was a little bit of worry, but it seems like it might be preventative because you played a fantastic match tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, just playing Camila. I haven't played her in a while, but I know that she goes for things, and for me, it's really helpful mentally. Just because I know that she's capable of finishing points, and it gives me motive to like play better. So she's not able to hit winners. But yeah, and then the leg tape. I didn't do so well in my last match. Because it's I don't know, should I be telling you this? So yeah, I guess you could say it's preventative. Yeah, let's just go with that.
Okay. And then just my second question is turning around and seeing your mom there, trying to connect with you on FaceTime. Is that usually how your video calls go? Or was that a little bit more of a technological glitch that you guys couldn't connect as cleanly as probably you liked?
Yeah, it was kind of a tech issue because normally I'm able to talk to her quite soundly. It would be kind of bad if all our conversations ended up like that. But yeah, definitely it was a technological issue.
Thank you, Courtney, from the WTA. Let us now go to Reem from DPA. Reem, you are live with Naomi.
Hey, Naomi.
Hi.
Did you figure out what your mother was trying to tell you with all the emojis?
Yeah.
Did you get a clear look at what she was trying to say? Can you tell us what she was trying to say?
She was saying like there was like 4 lines, I think. Thumbs up, fire, which is like good job, and then she was saying don't. There was like a Twitter bird and whatever, so she was saying like don't go on social media and get some sleep, and then drink a lot of green juice and get some rest, and I love you.
Okay. My second question is I know you were watching Yoshi and Marie the other day, and I'm wondering for you, when you are playing on Arthur Ashe Stadium, do you think it can stress you out if there's a lot of players who are watching you, or is that something you would enjoy? How do you see that?
I mean, for me, I don't look outside, you know what I mean? Like, I just look in the lines of the court, so I'm not really searching around to see who's watching my match. So I don't think it would stress me out at all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Reem. We were going to call on Howard. Are you okay? You are? Good. Howard from the AP is up next. Howard, you are live with Naomi.
Hi, Naomi.
Hello.
Just another question about the video chat with your mom. I'm wondering, did you know that was going to happen and that they were going to try to make that connection for you with her after the match, or was that a surprise? And I'm also wondering where she is now.
Yeah, for me, I wasn't expecting it to happen. It was a surprise. And apparently my sister told my mom to do it, but definitely wasn't expecting it. And it was a bit odd because I remember I was watching Muchova play Venus yesterday, and then I saw that she got a call, or I don't know if it's a call or like a FaceTime from Rebel Wilson. So I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, definitely wasn't expecting my mom to call today.
Okay.
And where is she?
Oh, she's in Florida.
Where is she? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard. Let us go to Ben from the New York Times. Ben, you are live with Naomi.
Hi, Naomi. You talked last week, I think, about other players looking at you differently now that you're the highest paid female athlete in the world. And I'm wondering, as you've had this, eventful last week or so, do you sense more of a change in perception, even in terms of people looking at you differently, seeing you as a leader, maybe on the tour, whatever it means to be a leader in an individual sport like tennis?
To be honest, I have no idea. Because to be completely fair, I rarely see anybody. The only person I see on a regular basis is probably Stefanos, because he's sort of like my neighbor. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, we're just all sort of in our separate bubble doing our own thing. And for me, I don't know, I'm just very focused on the goals that I have right now. So I stopped kind of paying attention to everybody, which is probably bad, but.
One quick mini question. Did you get Stefanos', I saw he was wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt today. Did he get that from you?
He didn't get that from me, but I'm super proud of him, and I'm very glad that his first response when everything started happening was to ask me questions, because I feel like, I don't know, it's very, I don't know. For me, I feel like I like to get knowledge, and for him to do the same thing and like start branching out and asking questions on topics that he's not so sure of is very mature and intelligent. So, yeah, super glad he did that.
And then last thing, do you think you're ready to win this tournament?
I stopped thinking about winning. I feel like I put too much pressure on myself. I'm only thinking about putting myself in a good position to win, but I'm taking it match by match.